Hello. Good morning. Today we're actually on our way to the Tesla service center. I had an issue come up. If you watched my last video, I had to drop off some food at one of the local hospitals here. And when I was trying to do that, I was thinking about putting some stuff in the frunk, the front trunk, and it wouldn't pop open. So I tried using the screen and it wouldn't pop open. And then I went with the remote, with the key fob, and tried to do it. And I could hear the actuator engage. It would make a sound, but it didn't work. So this is last week. I made an appointment, and it's Tuesday now, and they gave me an appointment for, just a couple days later. So I'm on my way up there. They're supposed to be giving me a rental, and we'll see how that goes. Now, it's not to say that, the car has, a lot of issues. Everything has been pretty minor up to this point. But, I want to document the good, the bad, and, the experience that I have, I guess, with the service center, in case you do have issues. So that's what I'm doing now. All right, so I'm actually here at the Tesla Service Center. The way that are setting things up now, I got my mask on because they're getting ready to come out here. The way they're doing it is you're actually not allowed to go inside. Somebody just came out and said, "Hello, Mr. Lazo, we'll be right out to you." So they're doing everything kind of remote. So I'm not going to be actually going into the service center. I guess I'll be handing the keys, and hopefully they'll have a rental car. Now I emailed them yesterday, and they are supposed to be having a rental car form. Well, they said they have some available, because they definitely don't want to do Uber. And if I'm going to do Uber, then I'm probably going to have to call my wife to come pick me up, just as a precaution. I don't want to get into a car that a whole bunch of people have gotten into throughout the day. So anyways, that's what I'm waiting for now. You can see all the Teslas out here. Hey, look, I ran into Rich Rebuilds. He's getting a Tesla. There's my car. Everything went pretty smoothly. They just kind of talked to me through the window of my car while I sat in the car. Went over everything. They're going to take it for a test drive. And I tried to pop the trunk. It wouldn't pop open, so they noticed that, I had a valid point for bringing the car in. They gave me a loaner, which is like a gold-colored Tesla Model X. It's got the wood trim and, the gold-colored or beige-colored, khaki-colored seats. So everything went pretty smoothly. They told me that they're doing a contactless delivery also when I come pick up my car. So when I come pick up my car, I can just drop the key off for this car in the night deposit box. And then my car will actually have the key inside somewhere. They'll let me know, and I guess they'll hide the key somewhere in the car, and I can remotely open the car using my app, using my phone. So that's how I'll get my key back. So that's what we'll do. I'll follow up on the video once I get once I get a call back or a text message saying that my car's ready. But it's been a pretty easy process so far, and obviously things are a little different right now with the coronavirus pandemic. So I'm glad they're taking a lot of measures, and they're taking a lot of precautions. Everybody was wearing masks, everybody was wearing gloves. They wiped down everything. They asked me for my ID to give me the loaner car, and he wiped down my ID before he handed it to me. He wiped down the key that he gave me for the rental before he handed it to me. So they're definitely taking precautions. Just wanted to show you, I guess, the difference between sometimes these higher end, luxury vehicle companies. Mercedes would never give you a car with a big scratch on it as a rental. And a scratch is nothing. Take a look at that. So the rentals that they give out, I mean, obviously it's one thing I'm impressed about is it's a P90D. So, you know, it's pretty much the same. It's my car as far as performance goes. But the last two rentals they gave me have been beat up. And I think what they're doing is they're probably taking these cars on trade-in or something, or and they're refurbishing them. I mean, there's scratches, you know, everywhere. But I think they're refurbishing them, you know, so when you buy them online, they're just fixing them up. This is my only guess. This is, you know, it looks like it's been in a front end accident too. That's way misaligned there, that door. So, you know, I mean, it's nice that they gave me a rental, but it's something that, you know, if you had a Mercedes-Benz or a Lexus or a BMW, you would not get something like that as a rental. But, you know, definitely thankful for the rental, so I didn't have to take an Uber today. And, you know, we have, you know, P90D, so, you know, this shouldn't take more than one day to resolve what, you know, the trunk. So, all right, so that's the situation now. Hopefully I'll get a text message or a call later today and I'll be able to get my car back. You know, so the three things that I had noted to them were there was like a clunking sound from the rear. I thought it was a spoiler. I'm not sure. It might be a brake engaging or something. I just probably just never heard, you know, never noticed it before, but I just wanted to make sure that was normal. There's a lot of moving parts on these cars. The front doesn't open, you know, the front trunk. I know there's a manual release and I could do that, but I want them to go ahead and resolve it themselves, so I don't have to go through that. And I think the other thing was there was like a knocking sound or sound coming from the, like near the driver door. I'm not sure if it's a suspension or anything. It's not a big deal, but as long as it's there, I want them to take a look at it. I had taken it in before and they resolved whatever it was. So I'm having them take a look at it again and hopefully they'll notice the sound. He told me they're really mostly working on just things that are more like, you know, that well, he just told me that they're working more on things that present a danger right now during this coronavirus pandemic. So, but, you know, they are going to test drive and take a look at it. And so I was able to get a cup of hot coffee through the drive-through at Dunkin' Donuts. But anyways, I'll get back to you when I get more news on my car. All right, so I got a call from the Tesla service center saying that the vehicle's ready. They ended up replacing the actuator on the front trunk, you know, on the frunk. They said there was some tab or something that was loose on the driver's side door. That's what was making the popping sound or the, you know, sound that I was hearing. And then the rear, I'm not sure what it is. I don't think, I thought it was a spoiler. I don't think it's a spoiler. I heard the same kind of sound in this car. And I think it's something to do with the brakes or something. When you come to a stop, you sometimes, I'm not sure if it's the parking brake that engages when you're stopped completely. But you'll hear like a thump in the back. So I was thinking it was the spoiler, but apparently it's not the spoiler. So anyways, I'm on my way back. I'm going to do a contactless pickup. So the key is supposed to be in the trunk of the car, and I'm going to need to just go and use my app in order to unlock that door, or unlock the door and unlock the trunk, and that way I can get access to my key. All right, so I'll see you when I get there. Well, as long as I have a P90D, let me put it into ludicrous mode, and we'll do some ludicrous pulls, see how it feels on this one. Okay. If you've never done a ludicrous plus pull in a Tesla, I highly recommend it. It's an incredible feeling. And it'll put a smile on anybody's face. Now, if you really want to feel what Ludicrous Plus is all about, do it from a standstill. I couldn't even hang on to the phone. This car is ridiculous. 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. All right, so I'm here at the Tesla Service Center, and a whole lot of Teslas out here. So picking up my car, I'm gonna have to turn this off so that I can use my app, but I'll use the Tesla app, and hopefully the key will be in the trunk and I can pick it up and be out of here. All right, so the trunk just popped open using my app, and there's my key. All right, now that I have my key, I can go ahead and drop off the rental key. Car is dirty as all heck. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna try the trunk. See if it opens. There you go. So the trunk's working again. Frunk. Interesting. All right, so everything looks like I've been driving the car right now for a little bit. Actually, went around the block. But the car, there's no knocking sound from the driver's side door. So looks like that was resolved. The front's been resolved. So it looks like they took care of me. You know, it took a couple hours. I dropped it off at 9 this morning. I got a call probably a couple hours ago. So everything was replaced within a couple hours. Pretty easy. You know, the delivery was contactless, which is, you know, great. You know, I got something to wipe down. You know, I'm sure they probably did it themselves too, but just to be cautious, I wiped a lot of the surfaces down and just to disinfect, and I will, you know, do some cleaning. You know, I got to clean the car. The exterior is filthy anyways, but so far the experience was good. I mean, obviously it's not great that the actuator failed for the trunk, but they got it resolved. You know, it only took a couple days from the day that I made the appointment for them to actually get it resolved. They gave me a loaner, which was great, you know, and it was a Model X. I think they allow you to choose between a Model S and a Model X. That's what they had in inventory there today. But like I said, you know, everything went smooth. I got everything that I needed repaired. So I'm happy with the experience that I had today. So, you know, I hope that, you know, this is the third time I'm there. You know, everything's been kind of small, but they've taken care of me. So I've been happy with the level of service. Other than the filthiness of their rental cars. The car was like, the inside, there was like crumbs everywhere, and it was dirty in there. And I think that attention to detail, they still have a lot to work on. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this video, just showing you what the process is like when you have an issue with Tesla. And if you like the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell. And I just want to thank you all for watching. You all take care. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands. You know, maintain the 6 feet of distance from everybody around you. And I want you all to stay safe, as you can out there. Take care.